Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is. I've been away from the garden for a few days, so I'm going to take a tour around, and I've got a little notebook because I know I've got a lot more to do, and I want to kind of make sure that I'm on top of all the things I need to do. I'm going to take you with me, and I'm going to ask some advice. So there are a couple of things during this little garden tour. I will ask you for suggestions about planting and things like that. So put your thinking caps on. Here we are. Those of you that join me on Instagram will know that this is a brand new garden for me. I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, now don't judge me, please. These are two camellias that have been with me for about 10 years. They've been in pots. They're not in very good condition, but they are now in their forever home, and they are yellow, and I know what they need, and I've got my Ericaceous Azalea Camellia feed down there, and I will be feeding them. But at the moment I'm just really happy that they're in a final place, and this will act as a little entrance to the garden tour. Little flowering crabapple, that's flowered already, it's going over. I've got 3 of those to create some sort of rhythm up through the garden. In that pot I've planted some beautiful lilies, and they're yellow. I can't see any sign of them yet, but they will be lovely. Come on, Boxy, come on. This is this is my vest and my bra. That's part of my tour. And I've kept these little pathways in these beds because when these grow up, and I've got some oh look, they're starting to come actually. I've got some very big grasses up here, some Stipa gigantea and things like that, and a tenuissima, which get very tall. So I want to be able to access here for any weeding and what have you. Now, question number 1. It's not good for lavender here. I would normally plant lavender. I have planted Nepeta. Any other suggestions for ground cover, please? Thank you. That's your first challenge. Moving through the underwear. Okay. You like the geums, I've heard from you already. You like those. These are olive trees, again, that I've had in pots for years and years. And I've taken them out, and they're going to stay here. And I will feed those actually soon. And I'm going to give them a proper olive feed. Look at my hostas, missus. Aren't they lovely? Those little ones there in the terracotta pot what were they for, Sam? Mother's Day? No. Valentine. They were from Sam Farmer. They're 2 Valentine's hostas. Beautiful. I know a few of you have asked about this before. I would love to tell you where I got it from, but I've had it since we lived in Suffolk, and that's 25 years ago, something like that. So I actually don't know where I got it from, but isn't it? It is splendid, and soon to be clothed in scented sweet peas. Looking forward to that. Again, ground cover suggestions, please, ladies and gentlemen. Very good, that's nice. Up here another thing. These are my apples are going over now with the blossom. They've already blossomed. I'm hoping that they will pollinate because they're all the same pollination group. These are the daylilies that split the other day. They're doing really well actually. They've taken, I'm rather happy about that. And lastly, my last question for you. My darling mother-in-law Leslie bought me this pot years ago. I've had lots of different things in it over the years. I want to plant a tree in this. My first thoughts are an Acer or a Datura. Do you know that one? I know it's poisonous. Any ideas? Have any of you got a big pot like that and you've grown a tree? Because I want it to sort of fill this area here. I'd love something that has a kind of flowing downward sort of droop to it, an elegant droop. I mean, maybe an ornamental pear. Anyway, you think about it. I've got enough on my plate. That's your job. Another little apple tree. And next time I do one of these YouTube videos, I'm going to be talking about something that's happening in that part of the garden. Have a look at my new beds. See you soon.